Yeah,
You
everything's
did it.
fine.
Hi,
Hi,
guys.
everyone. Thank you for having us. Yeah, we are behind Little Goody Tissues, yes. Yeah, we have more team members that couldn't show up, but we are the artist and the writer of the game. I'm the artist, and Evie is the writer. So,
Also, I
Evie, do you
guess.
want to go ahead?
Oh, okay. So about the team or the idea for the game.
Both. Where did the game came first and you gathered the team after, or did
Oh,
the
Pietro,
game?
someone is saying in the chat that
Yeah,
you're muted
yeah. I
on
already
OBS.
already fixed it. I
Oh,
forgot to
okay.
unmute. Yes.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
cool.
Did the idea for the game came first and you joined the team after, or did you join the team and figured out the game later?
Well, regarding the team, basically we were big fans of the RPG Maker horror game movement back in like the 2012s. And so we wanted to make our own game. So this, I guess, answers another question about Pocket Mirror, our first game. So in order to make that game, we just, started the blog, said we wanted to make a game, and reached out to several people who we thought could help us. So that's kind of how we met. Just reaching out to people. I already knew Kira personally, so that worked out in the end. And it basically just transferred over from Pocket Mirror to Little Woody Two Shoes. We, in the meantime, got to know more team members, and those are the people who, I guess, make part of the team nowadays.
Mm-hmm. We are five core team members, but we
Yeah.
work with people all over the world. Various artists that collaborate with us, musicians from Japan and from all over the world. Even so, we have like a lot of people working in the game. Like everyone is making a small contribution, but in the end, it becomes like a full product. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I already played the game, and I can see where you got some inspirations and some artists from Japan here and there. How is it? It's your first time in IndieX, right?
Oh no, we were
Oh, it's our
around.
second.
No, the first
Yeah.
game in IndieX. You already had a build for the Little Goody Two Shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But um, how did you find IndieX the first time?
Oh, the first time it was just through social media. We thought, oh, cool, this is a cool contest. And like some of our friends were like, we're going to have this contest. Why don't you guys apply? So we did last year, and, we were on the stream and everything. But last year we were here with a more story-based build. And this time it's another, I guess, part of the game we want to showcase. So it's going to be, I guess, completely different this time.
Mm-hmm.
Before we jump into the game, what do you consider is the state of the game right now? How close is it to being finished? How close? What do you think needs to be done in a rough percentage? Is it a rough game, or is it close to the end result that you are expecting?
So for our build, usually we try to polish them to look, like presentable and almost final, let's say. But at the same time, talking about the whole game itself, it still needs a lot of work because like we are an indie team, of course, that has no big funds behind us. So in the end, we are supported by our community on Patreon, and so everything is very slow. We are definitely looking for funding, so whoever is watching us, feel free to invest in Little Goody Tissues. But yeah, definitely it's something that we are looking for, and it's what keeps us essentially from being able to work on the game on a faster pacing. So we would say that game still needs some work. I think that's how we can describe it at the moment. But we feel that this build is, compelling enough to be showcased. Hope
Yeah.
everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, everyone will for sure enjoy it. Let me jump to the game. Already put on the music. Let me get the cameras. My camera usually starts frozen for a few seconds, and then it should be okay right now. Okay, so here we have. I'm going to start the game from the beginning. Here we have the great loading screen. If anything is wrong with the stream, the guys in chat will let me know for sure. But do you made it thinking about playing the main controls being mouse and keyboard or gamepad?
Oh, actually, we thought of keyboard only to start with. Of course, you can play with mouse to like make some selections here and there, but yeah, we are going for very basic Z, X, and arrow key controls as well as shift. It's very common in like indie Japanese games. That's our first
Main inspiration,
reference
yeah.
when making this game. Yeah, so.
Where did the inspiration for the theme came from?
Oh, the theme for what you're playing right now, like
Yeah,
this
the whole
kind of foresty look.
Yeah. The whole foresty grim look for the beginning of the game.
So for this forest in particular, like our game has this very Ghibli-esque look. Like if some people were able to see our last showcase in the previous year, you'll notice a big difference between these visuals and the ones in the last build. So essentially, the forests in Little Goody Two Shoes are these very artsy and weird looking scenarios, really, and the inspirations come all over from Russian animation to fairy tale books from the 19th century. So we are trying to go for this very visual and artistic depiction of what a forest could be. So this forest is all about water, ruins, snakes, and ceramics. So it's an interesting visual take on what a forest could be and mean, right?
Yeah, and it's the first contact that your player has with the game, so it really reflects what's coming on in the next few screens. Here we can see that there's this awesome artwork that to some people resemble manga, and was this also on purpose?
Oh, definitely. We are definitely going for this very anime style. I mean, it's our art style for all our games, and this time around we are actually very inspired by the 90s and 80s anime and manga. So more specifically, we could say titles like Shoujo Kakume Utena and other very influential titles of the era. And the art style tries to reflect just that. So you will notice that you have this slight VHS filter on top of the picture, as well as some grain. So you're trying to go for this very, dated look for our game, really, to be somewhat nostalgic to some people, really.
Yeah, it has this great feeling, and you get immersed immediately in the world of Little Goody Two Shoes. Another question: why do you opt to have this narrow field of view? If I don't turn on the lantern like I have now, you can see almost 2 steps ahead. Is it to add to the immersion, or is it an artistic choice?
I think it's both, right?
It's
Evie?
both, yeah. So essentially, I think we could just talk about the mechanic. Since the woods are so dark, and they're designed to make the player feel vulnerable and everything, we have the lantern mechanic. So basically, it's the typical you pick up matches to light up your lantern. You gotta be careful to not let it go out and not run out of matches. Otherwise, you're gonna be in this deep, dark woods all alone with no light to see. So that would be, great. So that's basically the idea, and I guess it's both, yeah, essentially.
Should I just cut these thorns with a porcelain knife? What do you guys think?
I
Yeah.
think you should. I think you should try.
Yeah, this I don't know. This seems like a very suspicious vase. Let's break it.
So yeah, this game encourages everyone to try, like, to see what every item can do in it. So, essentially, it promotes exploration a lot. Really, we will never tell you, oh, use this here or use this that. Oh, a monster! Ooh, scary. But yeah, we try to do it so the player needs, to think a little bit and figure out what they should do with all the items that they have.
Even the lore is explained a lot in the items. I noticed you can go over the items and there's always this bit of information that really explains without you needing to have a lot of explanation during the whole gameplay, which is nice. One curious thing that I liked is this constant dripping on the screen. Can you tell us more about it?
Oh, the
Oh,
ripples.
for sure. Thank you for noticing it. So basically, that was just like, a visual idea that I had. I was like, how could we make this, like watery while making it something surprising for the player? So the idea was to have like these drips of water in the screen to make it, like relate to the footsteps of the character in here, because as you can see, like, this is a soaken area, right? Like you're walking over water, or at least something that resembles it, very watery surface and crystalline. So these ripples are to, in a way, connect both that and also the whole theme of this forest, which is water and reflections and all that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now I'm trying to avoid this. What's the name of this character that's following me too much?
Oh, that kind of monster thing?
Yes, I'm going to.
Okay, so we do not have like an official name for it, but we call it the visage because of the mask. So it's a visage.
It's a visage. Okay, it encompasses the. So let me get this out of my way. Do the matches run out eventually, or it's only when I die? That.
Oh, they don't. Yeah, they only run out when you take some damage. So try to be careful. Because you need them to see, right?
I'm trying my best.
Oh, some people in the chat is saying, "Oh, Goldia sounds." Oh my gosh! So we are using our old character from Pokemir Soundbank as the voice acting for now, because we still need some voice acting lines to be recorded. But yeah, this is not the voice actor for Elise, our main character.
I'm going to pick up this strange thing that's in the ground. I don't know if it's in my best interest, but they seem like a pair of wooden legs.
Go for it, go for it.
I'm going to pick everything. I don't know why you give me the choice, because I'm picking up everything. Isn't Seraph a name of an angel, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah, it's a type of angel, yeah.
Just picking up some wooden legs in the woods, not
casual wooden legs.
Just another day in
Explode the tree.
Elise's life.
What I always think is, can I go through these trees? No. Can I go through these ones? No. So I need to.
Nope.
Okay. Let me see. Where should I go now? Tick, tick. And the sound is very gratifying, like tick, 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 every step. So where is the? Oh, this is the way the oh yeah, of course the monster destroyed that. Also like this little. It's not a cutscene, but this sideways view. It changes. Even the moon changes. Sometimes that you go through it.
Oh, the bridge, yeah.
What effect does the moon have in the game before we figure it out?
So in this particular forest, you'll notice that you need to be, you need to pay some close attention to the moon and its phases, and you'll see why very soon. The reflection of the moon will guide you through the forest.
Wow, very poetic.
Wow, very poetic.
Even
Yeah, but
the
you'll see
ripples
like
turn
poetic
golden.
thing. Oh yeah, because you're meeting a
The
special
snake.
character now.
A snake in an apple tree. What could go wrong?
No, just casually making
For
friends.
now.
So, Kira, did you are you the artist, right?
Hmm.
Did you draw all
One of the
these?
artists.
Yeah. Is this your art? The snake, these drawings in the cutscenes.
So so in the art team, it's me. I'm mostly the character artist and the concept artist for the game. So the character that you see talking on the side and these little images, cutscenes, let's say, yeah, I'm the one drawing them. But then these beautiful backgrounds and everything else, it's Hika, another team member that isn't here today, but he does all the environment art. And of course, we also have an assistant artist called Mead, and Mead helps us a lot too. So this is a very collaborative effort, you see. I also had some parts in those backgrounds, like planning and painting some of those assets. But yeah, it's a collaborative effort, and the pixel art is made by Ichigo on Twitter. She's a very famous pixel artist too. So you see, like it's this very collaborative effort to make the graphics as beautiful as we can while making a 2D game.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm just going to give a heads up to all the viewers. I'm like the worst person in the world regarding to losing himself. So you're going to see me wandering around a lot, and I assure you, I already played the whole build and I got lost multiple times. But I think that's also the point of the game too, right?
Yeah, it is. Like for this
Mm-hmm.
this area specifically, yeah, we do want to like misdirect the player a couple times so they feel, more scared and threatened, of course, and helpless.
So I need to find the keys from the snake, and I do feel helpless. Scared depends on if the visage is coming close to me or not. Whoop. There you go. Are those apple trees? Or
No,
it's
these
just
are just like some random berry. Actually, what when you started the game, you saw that it had some kind of writings on that blocky thing, right? So that's the sigil of this forest. Like you are under the domain of the snake, and this is the bedewed berry forest. So it's a forest that is very wet, let's say, and full of berries.
at least there's this very calming, beautiful Twitter bird that saves my progress in case something bad happens. Now I find our spirit friend.
Oh, and someone in the chat was asking if this is the first thing that you see when you open the game. So it isn't. We are playing a build that, like it's a chop of a moment further in game. So our game is through the course of a week. So you live a week in Elise's life. And this is just something that happens during the nighttime in one of those days. So we are playing a chop of something that happens further along.
Yeah. So we
That's
have
why it seems a little disjointed right now, but it's gonna be, like cool for the player to be experiencing, let's say, a more typical world and then enter these weird realms that are the forest. Every forest in our game will look completely different from each other, from aesthetics to, gameplay elements. So, yeah.
No. Leave me alone. I think all video game characters like to break all everything that shows up along the way, and the name of the main character.
it,
Oh, Elise?
Yeah, is it a random name that you thought was cool, or is it also based on some kind of lore, like the seraph, the visage?
the name we found was cool because actually Elise is she was featured in our first game, Pocket Mirror. The games are actually connected, so Little Goody Two Shoes is like the spiritual prequel. So like I guess it's the reason why Pocket Mirror happened, but they're both standalone games. You don't have to play one to play the other. You can just play them separately. But anyway, she was a character mentioned in our first game, and now she's the main character for this game. So her name was decided way back, like in 2014, maybe, probably, when we were developing our first game.
And in this part, the moon part, where I need to follow the phase of the moon, even the field of view, the light gets a lot smaller.
Yeah. Here the point is really to like misdirect the player and really make them rely on the hints. There are, the moon and the riddles you pick up along the way. So you gotta make sense of it all. And as you reach the multiple checkpoints and I guess find out more about what's being asked of you in this puzzle, it starts making sense, and you can actually use the moon phases on the water to like guide you to where you want to go next. So we wanted to make a puzzle that I guess just seems very disjointed and disconnected at first, like you're just stuck in a very wide environment, and then as you progress and explore, you kind of make sense of it, and eventually can use the pieces, the bits and pieces you find along the way that seemed disjointed but actually mean something. So that's kind of what we wanted to do with it.
Yeah. Oops, I think someone left.
Yeah, Kira froze. Probably it's his Wi-Fi. He'll be back.
He'll be back. I think that messes up the.
Oh,
the
yeah, it
overlay.
does.
But he'll come back rather soon. I hope. Well, let me just run from this. Oh no! Okay, I saw that. Very good. So basically, this is like a multi-stepped quest. I think the visage got it, Kira, probably.
Probably, yeah. That is probably it.
So, which phase of the moon do you want me to check first?
Okay, so first things first. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, hello?
Back. Yeah.
Hi.
Back. Did the visage got you?
Hi?
Hi.
Hello?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know what
okay.
It's okay. The visage,
I'm back though.
we pinned it on the visage. It probably got you first.
Yeah. I'm back, everyone.
But yeah, I was saying first things first. You would wanna go to like the center of this space. I guess this area.
This. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, because like, as I said, the point is to find the several landmarks and you find out something more with each one of them, but they're not necessarily, I guess they're out of order. I mean, the opposite. They have an order. So you have to like find the right one first, and that one will guide you to the rest of them, and the rest will guide you to whatever your goal is next. So yeah, just gotta explore and find out, I guess, what's...
Yeah, so I went to the center to see this very beautiful stone tablet.
Yep.
Oh, and you're close to it again. Oh no, look.
There she is. She's chilling.
Yes.
She's
like,
chilling.
just you finish reading this text box and you'll see what's gonna come to get you.
Very respectful lady waiting.
No! What? She really was waiting. Let me eat a loaf of bread.
Oh!
She just took the shot. She had one chance and she took it. So, what are your plans for the game, long term?
Well, we want to release it. Finish it and release it. That's a big one.
Yeah. Do you have any platforms in mind?
Oh yeah, we would love to get it on the Switch. Like, we're developing it for PC, but getting it on the Switch would be very nice.
It would be a nice thing, yeah. We feel like this sort of gameplay is very well portable, like you gotta play it on the go and you get to, save your progress when you want and keep up. with it, and
Yeah.
it's very simple game, a light game too, so should be
Yeah.
something that plays well in the Switch, we think.
Yeah, it seems to be a very
But
good game to have.
we
on
would
the
like to
Switch.
have it in as many platforms as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually that's the plan, and then people start cutting platforms along the way.
Too real.
So let me explore this a bit. And even the soundtrack is really eerie. I enjoy it a lot.
Yay! Glad you like it.
Yeah, really
Also, if
big
you need
on
any
the
kind
soundtrack.
of like some kind of hint or anything, feel free to ask.
No, you can guide me because I'm going to be wandering around aimlessly most of the time.
So you'll basically need to find 2 items in 2 distinct places. So one is that big pond that you have been just a second ago with the moon on the reflecting on the ground, and the second one is this place where you are right now. You need to find something here,
So
even though you have villagers chasing after you, right? But yeah, you'll need to find 2 items in those 2 particular places. And the one with the moon on the ground, you actually have a puzzle to solve. You'll notice that that moon tablet in the middle actually has some numbers in it, some symbols, and you should follow the phases that indicate those symbols in order to, like progress and see what happens next. I think with this hint, you'll be able to figure out what's next.
Oh yeah, I know what I have to do because I did this yesterday, but I get lost
Oh, okay.
so many times. Which is awesome because it's exactly what you want me to feel lost.
Yeah. And I guess to
Hopefully
Die.
not too frustrated though.
Oh, no.
You better run though.
I
Always press shift, yes.
I'm getting all the knives all the knives in the set. And I need
Yep,
to
those might
remember-
come in handy.
and I need
Sadly,
to-
you can't kill any monster in this game. You'll have to survive on your own.
Yeah, I did try
As a
using a
defenseless
knife.
little girl.
I might have tried throwing them a knife already. So where is the... Am I going the right way? Do the bridges always lead you to the same places if you enter them, or they just they try to?
So that
there's this loop where they throw in a different place when you enter them multiple times.
Yeah, so basically you figure it out. Each bridge actually chooses a random spot inside the woods to make you, feel lost. So you could be anywhere. And the idea for this, actually, okay, I'm gonna break this down, but you have only 2 maps in this forest. The thing is, each map has 4 entries, each of them. So the bridges are basically sending you to these random places to make you feel lost.
Music is available on Holy Feet.
But yeah, you'll notice soon that you're actually walking around the same areas, and when you do, things will feel much more easier.
Yeah, that's why I backtracked.
Look, you found something special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
now
you
I'm
got
going
one
to
of the
get-
keys. Now you need to find the other one. Yeah.
Oh, now I need to eat. I'm feeling hungry all
Oh.
of a sudden. Good. I'm feeling grapes. Yeah, grapes
Ew.
are awesome. The slice of bread, some carbs. Okay, so I got one of the keys. Now I need to dodge this guy and find it. Oh no. Even they're creepy. Okay. Oh, now there's another one. They do like me a lot.
They love you.
There is also let me just get to a safe zone. In the interface, there's a lot of you can see already there's a lot of content planned. There's this book that's locked. There's the 2 shoes that are related to the title. The broom with suspicion, reputation. I noticed that there's a sanity
bar,
meter
yeah.
somewhere. If I click tab, fullness. So can you take us through the mechanics that are not present in this build yet, and that
For sure.
what can we expect from them?
So, Evie, do you want to do it?
I do want to do it. Okay, so
Yeah.
from where do I begin? I guess the suspicion and the sanity meter. The sanity meter is pretty straightforward. So basically, Elise loses her sanity in the woods. That's, I guess, the biggest way you can lose your sanity. So the more messed up stuff she sees and interacts with, the more sanity she will lose. And if you lose it all, obviously it's not gonna end well. So basically, we have it side by side with the HP and the fullness bar, which is the one that goes up whenever she eats. So basically, it's a stamina bar for your sanity, and you have a stamina bar for your physical, I guess, well-being. So that's that. As for the reputation, with this game, you want to make like an ecosystem. So you meet the NPCs. She lives in a village. So basically, you have to have a good relationship with your neighbors. That's the whole point. So if you act suspicious, they're going to start to suspect you, and that will eventually lead you to some bad ends. And if not, you're going to have a good reputation, and they're going to like you, so you can get away with more stuff. So basically, as I guess a synopsis of the goal of the game, you play as Elise. She basically just wants to go to the woods and meet someone who's gonna make her wishes come true, essentially. And to do that, she has to explore the woods and explore her surroundings while keeping it all secret from her very suspicious community. So that's the balance here. So you just gotta, do evil stuff without the old ladies knowing about it, because otherwise you're gonna get, a bad end. Let's call
You're
it
gonna
that.
burn on the stake.
Perhaps.
You're trying to be very sneaky about your suspicious activities.
Yeah. So you gotta keep up a good reputation while keeping your suspicion low. And seeing that we have like these two meters, if depending on the balance you find between them, so let's say you get a lot of good reputation, but you're also very suspicious. Everyone thinks you're, I don't know, trying to kill them all, for example. That kind of different relationship between those meters actually leads you to different endings. So we're trying to keep it all into account in that regard. Alongside that, we do have a way for Elise to keep more personal relationships. So this is where our main cast of girls comes in. So among her community in her village, we have these girls who are actually her main what are they called? It's not
romantic interest.
Yes, I was very lost with the terms. So her romantic interests, she has 3 as a whole, and you can keep personal relationships with these girls every day. So you can basically go on dates with them. You choose your best girl, you go on dates with them, and that relationship you keep with each girl will give you different endings as well. Okay. So we have a lot of variables that will lead you down to different endings depending on your choices, whether you're exploring the woods. If you want to you can actually play with the playthroughs, for example. So if you decide not to visit the woods at all or explore at all, I guess just ignore the premise of the game and just decide to play house with your best girl in the village. You can actually do that and just have a standard dating sim ending with her.
Little
at the same time,
dating simulator. So.
Yeah, we do have a component. I guess one of the mechanics is that one. Mm-hmm. And I guess what else we can spill? Like we have a lot of lore. So in our previous game, people who have played it know what pumpkin charms are. So basically, they're these collectible items that eventually lead you to opening up an extra room where you can see all the artwork featured in the game. You can see the musical moments. I'll get to that in a bit. You can see all the content you saw throughout the game. So like a gallery, I guess, of sorts. Here we also have that one, I guess, component, the collectible items. And I guess we have something we like to call, we don't have a proper name for those, but we call them cursed memories. So eventually it's a way for us to sneak in lore. So they're basically like collectible Easter eggs. You can
Actually,
just
about the cursed memories, you're
Yeah,
very
you can
close
get
to one.
one.
Do you want to go back and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you go back from where you are, okay. Sorry, the stream is a little, it has
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
So
it's a bit
lagging.
difficult.
Yeah.
I'm going to
But
get
if you
thrown
go
in a
back to
different.
that map, around the center, let's see where you'll spawn though.
Yeah,
I'll
so
need
like the
to.
center left of the map.
Yeah, the center left of this map where you are at the moment
The one with
should
the
have like
fountain?
this kind. Oh no! Yeah, the
Yeah,
one, the
yeah.
one with the AI is following you. Yeah. So basically, the center left of this map should have like some vines, and you need to break them, and you'll have access to a cursed memory. So
Yeah.
cursed memory, like the piece that you just found, like the seraph flags.
You
So
sent me
essentially,
into a trap.
so basically, you'll find more pieces like those, and you'll be able to to have access to this sort of small cutscene, and we'll have a lot of this during the game. So yeah, this is a way for us to give you more lore on the witchcraft elements of Little Goody Two Shoes.
So like in going back to the, I guess, overall mechanics of the game, we also have this thing called the chores or tasks, I guess we could call them. So basically, as Kira said previously, the game takes place over the course of a week, and Elise in her community in her village, she's actually just a jack of all trades. She just does whatever people ask her to in exchange for, I guess, money. It's her job, essentially. So we have these tasks. We've represented them, I guess, similarly to an arcade game. So we have like simple mechanics and all that. We won't be able to showcase it here today because the woods don't have these tasks. So basically, whenever someone asks Elise to go pick up some eggs or go do them a favor, the way we do that, instead of making fetch quests and whatever else, we just have an arcade game, a mini game people can play, and they just get the reward. So that's another game mechanic we have for everyone. And if you do good on those mini games, your reputation goes up because you did a good job. If you do poorly, well, maybe instead of getting 3 coins, you only get 1 coin, and people get mad at you. So there's also that element in it.
We got to the cursed memories part with many choices. There's people in the chat saying they were inspired by Pocket Mirror and they are making games because of it.
Oh, really? Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, that's really
That's so
sweet.
cool.
Thank you.
So yeah, see, you found it. You found the cursed memory on the ground. So basically, each bit of this seraph will in the end lead you to small cutscene, like we said. So you have the legs, you have the body. Now you're only missing the head, and by then you should be able to have access to it. It's on the other map, the one with the big moon on the ground. Yeah, over there.
So now I have the headless angel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
And the cool part about it is I don't know if I, as a player, I don't know if I want to have the whole angel or not.
It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, don't worry.
The worst
It's more of a it's more of a lore thing, really. But hey, it actually messes up your stats. You'll see how.
Yeah.
I forgot that there are some points where you can stand in the cracks of the jars, and there's some where you can't.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Basically, everywhere where you have ground, you can stand, and the visa just won't follow you. But every time you are over water,
okay.
then you can't stay there for too long. Yeah.
Those cracked parts of the jars, they still get me there, right?
Yeah, they still get you if there's no ground beneath those. Yeah.
Okay. They're very technical. They're like, let me check. Okay.
They're like, let me check
okay
if this, if there's a polygon here that I can collide with.
So I got the key. I need to find the other key.
Yep.
Which and then I need to activate. I think I need 3 more pieces. I activated 2 already.
Yeah.
Now I need this one, which is going to send me to the new moon. Not the movie, the place in the forest. Here it is. So new moon. Let me find the
So
reflection.
yeah, she's talking about new moon and a mirror, so
Yeah.
we'll see what's mirrored in there.
So you need to know a bit of your astrology to be good at this puzzle.
A little bit, but we included the tablet just for that, you know, like with all the moon phases. We were a bit worried at first because we put some friends playing it, of course, and they were like, "Oh, this is a bit too hard," because you know we tend to go a little overboard with things at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically all these big statues that glow, that they are is glow in red. They give you this hint, a cryptic hint, having to do with moon phases really. And so you need to search on the moon phase that they are talking about. So let's say peak of luminescence would be full moon, of course, and then over there they mention something like 5 vessels, right? So you need to find something that has the number 5, and it's very easy. You'll get there very easily.
Yeah. No.
Oops, no moon. Oh, don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go back. Oh.
Get this.
Yeah,
I was
always
looking
stay
for the center.
where you can. Yeah.
Oh, no.
The center is always marked with a big
No,
snake.
I got caught again.
Oh no!
Which is actually good because I went back to the
To where you wanted to go, right? To a safe spot.
yeah. So I'm here. Now let me read the clue again. I best look for these other torn statues. Oh no, this one doesn't give me a clue. Right, this one just tells me to find the other torn statues.
Yeah. The ones that have like glowing red eyes are the ones that you need to pay attention to.
Yeah. The ones, at first I thought this also had, but it's 2 berries.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to go. And I also still need to get the other key.
Yep.
I know I haven't been. The good thing about breaking everything is that you then realize where you have been and where you haven't.
Where you haven't, that's right.
I have been here, but I don't need to be here yet. I think this part of the game. So, do you think for example, for looking for the keys, is it a good strategy to enter and leave the bridge just to see if I get put in the correct spot?
I don't think that's a good strategy. The best way to put it would be like if you pay some close attention to the tablet in the center, you'll notice that everything goes round. So basically, if you keep going round like in a circle, you'll notice that this map works just like the tablet. The tablet is basically a map for the map you're in. So just going round should take you to the right places, really. And something else that we tried to do with this was like we have these little pebbles of stone throughout the map, so it's a bit like Ansel and Gretel. You need to follow, these little pebbles of stone, and they will guide you to the right places you need to go.
Oh, that's great. I just got the last memory, I think.
Yeah,
Yep.
now you'll see something cool.
Lovely.
It's
amazing
with an
head.
angel. So cute. Did you consider voice acting for the game, or is it going to remain only text?
Oh yeah, it will have voice acting eventually. Not fully voice acted, but we are going for more of a partial voice acting type of thing.
This part is going to be really fun with voice acting.
Imagine a chipmunk.
How could we? It was meant to be that I'm so humiliated. This sure is creepy. And then you think, oh, it's better if the doll just shuts up. And then the doll shuts up. And it's worse. And there goes my sanity.
And there goes your sanity. So actually, I think we can give like a small something about what happened to this doll. That's something that we'd like to include later on, like when we inspect these things in game. Of course, it isn't like so at the moment, but so each of these cursed memories, for example, this doll, she used to be a girl just like Elise, but something happened to her. You see?
Oh,
So you'll find a lot of these memories of other girls just like Elise and how they ended up in this forest.
is she a girl like Elise, or am I going to be an angel like Seraph?
Maybe.
Depends on your choices. Keep up a good reputation and probably not.
Just be a good girl, and everything will be alright.
Yeah, just be a little goody two shoes.
So, I gotta admit, I completely forgot what is the next clue that I need to look for.
Go for the moon. Go for the full moon. You'll find something there. Yeah, full moon.
Let me check the tablet. So full moon would be right.
Every time you see this snake, you're close to the center. You'll notice, notice how this snake is on the ground, right? And now in the center of the tablet, you're in the center. So full moon, it's
You could
the
also
far
save.
right.
Oh yes.
Better
I'm
save
doing that.
before you.
Yeah, that's also
all
important.
that progress.
Yeah. It's good that the stream is a bit ahead of, a bit behind my gameplay, so I can look good and do stuff before you tell me to.
That's true. Oh, so you're close. Okay. Now around this area,
Okay.
you need to look for something. Maybe you're too far.
I have my lantern. Nothing can stop me.
Just remember not to stray from the full moon. Yeah.
When she gets back to the neighbors, some LED lantern would be a big improvement.
Actually, that's something that we want to include in this game. So basically, you see, we'll have like improvements for your lantern, different kinds of lanterns that can, do funky stuff. Hopefully, let's see if we can
Yeah.
pull that.
Yeah, it's one of our ideas. Like, have lanterns that have a huge area of effect, or like lanterns that can show you secrets. That kind of
Oh, that's
upgrade
nice.
you can get.
Where is the thing I'm looking for? I think
It's closer. It's a little closer to the center, but still full moon. And you'll notice what it is. Okay, there you go. You have 5 things that you broke. Actually, you were there. Yeah, you have 5 things that you broke, but then you have something in the middle.
Here it
And you need
is.
to talk with
I
it.
found it. Yes. Yeah, the 5 things. Okay, now it makes sense. Because the first
The 5
playthrough I
vessels,
found.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the 5. Actually, this might sound like I'm a terrible player, but when you told me about the 5 vessels, I thought I needed to activate 5 statues for the riddle to complete.
Oh.
So that's why I completely. I never got this specific part because I was thinking that the 5 vessels were all the statues that you needed to activate, and this one I just got completely passed through me. Now it makes a lot more
Okay.
sense. So now I need to go. Let me read it again. The other times. Oh, okay. So the spirit told me to go. I was talking to you and I didn't read, which is very important in these kinds of games, everyone. Unless you have the developers with you on the stream, which helps. Let me go back to the snake tablet. And now the spirit. What would be cool if when you come to the center spirit, it would give you the most recent clue, so that you don't need to go all around the map. That would be awesome.
Something that we are working on. It's like a hint system where you can, access all the things that you know, but it's still not in the game, sadly.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
But yeah, we do wanna add a log, a text log, so every dialogue you come in contact with will be available to you whenever,
So
basically.
we are running out of time. I think we'll close the game for now.
No problem.
We'll leave the rest of the surprises to the audience.
To everyone.
Let me
Yeah.
just change to the other camera layout. Where my camera always freezes me for some reason. Here it is. Here I'm back again. Let me close little Goody two shoes. And so, is there any final remarks that you wanna pass to everyone that is watching us?
I don't know.
Really,
Does
thanks for
anyone have any
coming.
question for us?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, now would be
feel
the
free
time.
to ask them away. We'd be happy to, get to answer them.
There's a lot of Among Us references in the chat, so I see.
Oh gosh, that's our community. Blame our artist Mead. They are always making fun of Among Us. It's a curse actually. Everyone is always saying Among Us, Among Us, Among Us in our chat. It's a curse.
Yeah, man. No.
So did you think about the price tag of the game yet, or it's still a secret?
Oh, yeah, we do have a ballpark. We want to keep it like accessible. So between, I guess, the 19 euros to 25 would be
Something
our
around that.
Yeah, our ideal price as developers. We know this kind of thing changes depending on, publishers deals, that kind of stuff. But we would like to keep it, within reach, for everyone, really.
Seems good. A reachable price. Platforms as many as you can get, from what I gathered in the questions. There's interest in the community, as we can see. They gathered here a bit in the chat, and they already know the lore and your previous games. So
Yeah.
you've got the hype going.
They're very
for sure.
supportive. They're great.
Yeah.
They always support us. That's why we keep doing this.
We have a question if it will be on Steam.
Yeah.
And if it will be,
definitely.
and when?
When? Well, that's a tough question. Whenever we can release it.
Yeah. Let's try to make it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's ready is always a good release date. And if there will be a chance of having an art book bundled with the game.
For sure. That's something
yeah.
that we really want to have. Like, even if it's not physical, at least a digital art book, that's gonna happen for sure. Because there's so much art going on in this game that we need to just, show it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to start going to the chat and taking names, because there's a lot of orders for an art book already here.
Oh my god! Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that would be great.
So yeah, if there are no further questions from the chat, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here with us and to participate in IndieX. The game is great, as everybody could see.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, that's our pleasure.
It was a pleasure for us, really. Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming
thank you
to
everyone
support
for
us
coming.
and watch us. Yeah.
And don't forget that we have the award ceremony later this week. And
Yep.
maybe if this was your favorite game, and it will have a shot with the juries. Let's see. So
Please,
see.
please.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the
Thank you so
opportunity,
much
really.
for your time.
thank you, everyone.
It
And
was great.
Bye.
See you in 5 minutes.
Bye,
10
guys.
minutes with a
Thank
different
you.
game. And bye, everyone.